Hey everyone, Dwayne Cotton here. Hey, I want to take you through this flip that we did, our most recent one we just finished, and got a couple of videos on this. It's been an exciting few days, so I'm getting a little late getting this thing out. So I just want to show you a few things. Now, this is not your model home. This is not the craziest thing you've ever seen. What this is a very solid renovation, and it appeals to what I think right now, at least in this real estate market, is some of the most aggressive buyers. And this house has the gray undertones as well, white cabinets, gray countertops. So some of that stuff is the same, but a little bit different. So let's take you for a tour. Now we have a couple things on our punch list to do for our PICRA. And for those of you who don't know, property inspection contingency release agreement. So we agree to do certain things that the buyer wants to do. Once that's signed, we move on to closing, and guess what? That's what we're doing. So right here, we have a hood vent that needs to go on the roof that didn't get done because the day the duct guy was here, it was raining and he couldn't go up on the roof. Now a couple things. This kitchen cabinet right here, this wall cabinet, it has this clear glass in it. Now, what was neat was the people that lived here before had a lot of really nice china and different dishes and things that were really colorful, right? So they stacked them up in there and you could see them. Kind of look cool, a lot of green, a lot of red, so it was colorful. What I wanted to do was replace the glass with like an opaque or a frosty glass. Maybe a gray or who knows, a goldish color, something like that. But if you notice, check this out. The glass is actually made into the door. So what they did was they cut a groove all the way around. They inserted the glass and then put the last piece of the door on to make the square. I have no idea why I'm leaving the kitchen yet. So we had a stainless steel refrigerator. Now that refrigerator that's right there, and that used to be a doorway behind the fridge. The fridge sat right here. And it's hard to tell from this video, especially in selfie mode, because everything's jacked up and around, but it looked like the refrigerator just came in from heaven and landed in the kitchen. Not in a good way there. So what we did was we rearranged the kitchen. The best use of space was get rid of that door, which really came in from the front door area, which didn't make any sense when you see how this house was laid out. So we put the refrigerator there. We also had an existing, so the fridge was existing. We had an existing dishwasher, not that old. I don't know the exact date, but no more than a couple years, 3 years old or so. Time flies, not quote me on the age, but just a few years old. They work good, they look good, so we kept them. So what we did was we added the microwave hood and the range. And it's a really cool range. It has they're starting to change the color inside to that purple look that you typically see on some of the higher end appliances. And that's a really nice one. That's not your bare minimum at all. It's kind of a medium of the road, and it's a really nice one. Best one, I think, for the money. That's a Samsung. That particular one's a Samsung. So you see what we did in the kitchen. We kept the cabinets, put a fresh coat of paint on them, cleaned the glass, added new granite, a 50/50 stainless steel undermount sink, the faucet, and I just told you about what we did there. We changed the hardware on the cabinets and the wall color. Closed in the door, changed the light, and that's it. And new flooring as well. So we have your kind of your basic chandelier here. We find that a lot of people, if you spend a lot of money on chandelier lights, that seems to be one of the things that gets changed a lot when a new buyer comes in and they want their design or they want their light. You know, they'll change that out. We typically find that ceiling fans stick around. Now this is a pretty big room. This was really cool because this particular room had a partition wall right here, so it was not a load-bearing wall. And you had basically a small den here and a living room there. So what we did was we took that out and created this big great room. Now, I didn't want to put two fans in here, and the reason is the spacing of the fans. It kind of looked like the front of an airplane with the two fans close together. I just didn't like the way it looked, visualizing it. So I added this really nice light here. It's a hangs a little bit of dimension to it. Hangs down about 13 inches. And then we added a ceiling fan here. Added a new fan box in the ceiling and wired it for the fan. And so now we're in a really big great room. So this room now, you can do a lot with it. You know, I would imagine, and we didn't run the electrical in case someone wanted to do something different, but I can imagine the TV would go on this wall right here. This house has a big attic, so if you want to run electrical in that wall, it's very easy to do. Someone, though, may want to put it on that wall. So that's the only reason why I didn't add for electrical and cable hook up onto the wall. Give them options. Then you'd have to put a picture over it or have it fixed. It's just not worth it. Now, the room that is popular in 2020. As you know, 2020 has been a screwed up year for us. A little bit less echo out here, right? It's been a very screwed up year. So what we have is a sunroom. Now, sunroom's just the sunroom, right? Well, except now it's a little bit different. This door, the patio door, was left in place. This is a very well-built patio door, and it's very quiet in here. When you close that door, this room is literally its own space. So now the sunroom also becomes a home office with plenty of light, plenty of window, also homeschooling. So it could have always been that, but now you can really emphasize that with someone looking for a house to say, hey, you know, you can do your work out here and your family's in the house, and it's not that you don't have the communication issue with, you know, everyone's loud in the house. You've got to tell everybody to shut up and be quiet. You know, now you can close the door and you can keep an eye on what's going on through there. So when you're doing a Zoom call, maybe you point your camera away from the house so no one sees the occasional whatever. You've seen some of the Zoom bloopers? Kind of weird stuff. But so basically, this would be a really nice home office. The vinyl beadboard here, and this room is very well insulated. That typically sucks a lot of the noise up. Also, the ceiling's not as tall. There's a lot of windows in here, so there's a lot of things in here to absorb that noise, that echo, like you got into the main house here. So that's another reason. And of course, if you put an area rug in here, by the time you add your desk, your chair, a few filing cabinets, furniture, whatever, it really gets rid of any echo. So if there's a little bit in here now, probably would all be gone then. And then you have a door that leads to the backyard. And that right through there is a detached one-car garage with room for a car and plenty of storage and workspace. So back into the echo. So the walls in here, it's a light gray color depending on the sunlight, depending on the color bulbs that you use. Depends on a lot of stuff. You can make these walls actually look a little tannish. But right now with this lighting, the color and everything we have that gray look. I don't know if you can tell, and there again, the camera might be a little bit strange, but below those windows, the reflection from the dining room light gives it that little tan feel. All right, so our front door is right through here. Now, this is a corner lot rancher with a side load 2-car garage. And the way it's set up is that the 2-car garage is off the main road. You would typically pull into that driveway, hit the remote, drive into the garage, and come in through this door right here. Right? So when you come in with your groceries, you make a left and you're in the kitchen. Now what they had before, I don't think the average, well, I can't say the average because I don't know what average is. I can't say that I would, if I bought this house, come in through that door, which is a longer walk from the driveway. I'd have to walk out of the garage and outside to come in to bring in groceries. You know, this is typically where your guests are going to come in. And, you know, do they really want to come in and first thing they see is the kitchen? So I think closing up, there was a door here. That on the other side of this wall is the back of the refrigerator. So I think closing this up was a really good deal. Had the return vent right there for the HVAC, and here's the front door. So it's pretty cool in here. So and you have a nice coat closet. And when you come in, you look to your right, and we have our great room and our sunroom, office, whatever room, and now we're in the hallway. And we have one hall bathroom here. I think this bathroom really turned out well. Of course I am biased. See my selfie stick. We just went with your kind of basic tan tile. It's actually Dow tile, Catalina Canyon, I think it is. Very nice color. Mixing a little brown up in this house. We have some nice accent in there. One of our bedrooms, we put carpet in the bedrooms. I'm a fan of that. I know some people like the waterproof floor in every room, but I'm kind of still a fan of this. So funny how these doors keep getting open. I close them and they end up open. What's up with that? And you know, your typical smoke detector in each bedroom, and a few in the common space here. And sorry, got some real angles going on here. And so now we're in the master bedroom, master bath. Now I'm going to turn this around so you can kind of check this out a little bit. We took out a tub here, a typical tub, and put in a shower. So that's a 32-inch wide by 60-inch shower. This color here is called Sage Morsel. It's a nice Sherwin-Williams color. I love Sherwin-Williams products. They really have good paint. Nice vanity, wainscoting, mirror, and light. Light's pretty cool here, right? So I know it's a weird angle when you see yourself filming in a mirror from the back. Anyway, quite wild. But you can see here, so this is the left side of the house. So that's a road out there. This is the front of the house. And there's my Explorer in the driveway. So you can see where this road here is where you come into the neighborhood. So you would pull in that driveway and actually hit the remotes, pull in the garage, and don't even have to get wet. So this is a 3-car garage house, 2 attached, 1 detached. I replaced all the interior doors. This had the old hollow core Luan doors, you know, flat panel. And so we put in the 6 panel, new lights, new ductwork, already has fairly new HVAC, all new electrical switches, had the electrician go through the electrical system, everything here is fine. Panel has actually been replaced, so that was a really good thing. So in this house we had newer roof, windows, gutters, electrical panel, and cabinets, and a couple appliances. And so what we did was we came in and freshened everything up, made sure the house was nice and safe, added a few things, changed the ductwork, made this house a lot more efficient. Painting, flooring, did a little bit of work outside, landscaping, and some work underneath, cleaned up the crawl space. I like my crawl spaces clean when the new buyers take over. They have poly down, everything is treated if there's any treatment needed, and all of the debris out. It's just a clean, nice space. They get to start fresh. Their house, and if they make a mess in it, that's them, that's up to them, but when they buy it from us, it's nice and clean. So anyway, this is our latest flip. Now there's a lot of stuff that I talk about on this channel. We have a couple different channels with the Service Academy, Service Secrets Academy, where I teach how you provide a quality, predictable service that's in demand, stays in demand, and grows your company. Some of the things that we teach there, you can also apply to your real estate investing business. So step 1, make the company or make your job where you are now profitable, make it efficient, give customer service that is unbelievable, and do it consistently, right? You have a system so it's not hard. Everyone likes you because they know you and you're predictable and you're real. You're not fake. You're not given a script that doesn't coordinate with your language. It doesn't match who you are, and you don't having to pretend to be something you're not. The thing about service is it gets down to the core of who you are and how to apply that to the average consumer. It's an amazing thing that we figured out. How do you do that in real estate? Well, when you buy the house and you're fixing it up, you know, there's really no one here to please. But guess what? When a for sale sign goes in a yard, that's when the pleasing has to begin. So if you do a good job now, do the quality renovation, put the house on the market. When it sells, it makes it easy to go to closing. So you always want to do things to the highest standard as humanly possible. So I'm Dwayne Cotton, I'm out, and my little key fob doesn't work, so I'm going to reach over and turn the camera off. But hey guys, please like and subscribe to this channel. That's how we get more viewers. That's how, you know, social media world pushes us out so more people see our videos, because the videos that are coming out in 2021, and they're actually starting right now. It's not something we're planning 3 weeks later. We're doing them now. I really want them to hit home. Real stuff. No fake, no bull crap, no R&R influencing here. And if you've watched some of my videos, you know, read and research or read and regurgitate. That's not what I do. So I speak from experience, from the heart, and from real life, what we do on a daily basis. So I'm Dwayne Cotton. I'm out. Talk to you later.